Good afternoon. Today's June 10th, our monthly update of the community garden over here for Off-Base in the Norfolk Community Farmers Market off of 26th and Church Street in Norfolk. As you can see, since I was here last, a lot of work's been done. We got a lot of beans here growing and the trellising ready for them to grow up when they get a little older. And then over here we got some squash planted. So we got some nice squash plants that look like they're ready to produce in a couple weeks here of the flowers on them. And we also got some mustard plant, mustard seed and mustard leaf, I believe. And we come over here. This is the middle of the garden. As you can see, it's all nice and outlined with the blocks and some ornamental decorations in front. Over here, we got some giant garlic growing, which should be mature pretty soon. As you see, they're just starting to flower and will get larger. Over in this section, we got some peppers started. And as you see, since we were here last, there is a lot more planted. These look like some more squash plants over here started. Over here, these are this plot, and the plot over here are, one's white potatoes, I believe, and the other one's red potatoes. Joe had told me last time I was out here, but I ain't that good to tell the difference between the potatoes without digging them up. We have some more tomato plants over here. They're just starting to get some small flowers on them. And we got some more tomato plants and their trellis stakes ready behind me over here. And as you can see from the video I took back in middle of May, Joe, George, Atsko, and whoever I'm forgetting, I'm sorry, has done a lot of work out here. As you can see, there's all new plants here that are about a couple weeks old. And over here, we got some more squash. And these ones I could tell are the little yellow crookneck squash, because there's a baby one down in there starting to form. And in a couple weeks, these will be very tasty and delicious. And over here in this section, we got some more beans growing over here. These are young bean plants, about probably 3 weeks old, I would say. And then over here, if I recall, Joe said that this is a plot of all red tomatoes in this area. And tomatoes are awesome, they're easy to grow. But overall, you can see how the whole garden's starting to look beautiful this summer. Totally awesome, guys. We all totally appreciate the work you've all been doing here. And here in the center, I could see we have some herbs. Here's a sweet type basil you could see growing. Here's a couple pepper plants mixed in between. And then over here, this looks like cilantro we have growing, which is also what produces coriander seed, or it's also called Chinese celery. And over here in this section, we got some nice mature tomato plants. And as you can see, in a couple weeks we'll be eating some tomatoes, because here's a little bundle of 5 or 6 of them here, and there's plenty of little tomatoes starting to develop already. Here's the pepper plants once again. And over here we got the giant garlic, which is about to go to seed. And then over here we got some type of vining squash And these are very mature. They look like they're ready to produce. Just trying to look in here to see if I can locate what type it is. But it's either some kind of squash or zucchini over here. And then also over here is the same. So as you can see, over the last month, the place has greatly improved. And also, being we're all environmentalists involved with Off-Base in the farm market, you can see we got a rainwater collection system here. We capture all the rainwater off the roofs of these buildings, so that way we could use the water for watering the garden. And we also got all kinds of bins for different types of compost. And this is the overall garden, looking from the back towards FAWN Street, with Off-Base being across the street and the farm market being over this way next door, which you can't really see. But once again, if you're in Norfolk, take the time to stop out here. This is a community project. We could always use the help, especially Joe, John, George, and everybody that does all the physical labor. There's always plenty of work to do out here, and if you want, you could just stop by, visit, say hello, or you could always go across to the Norfolk Community 5 Points Farm Market and purchase some of this delicious. And I must add, everything in this garden is organically grown, no chemicals, no pesticides, no herbicides, nothing unnatural in this garden exists here. So it's all organic, healthy, good food. So like I said, stop by Norfolk. This is at the corner of 25th Street and FAWN Street, actually, which is right off of Church Street and 26th Street behind the farm market. So
you guys did a wonderful job.
Yep, you sure did.
And we appreciate it.
Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll be out here every 2 to 4 weeks updating you on the progress of one of the great things going on here in the city of Norfolk in Virginia. Thanks a lot, and you all have a great day.
You guys did an awesome job. We appreciate everything you have done. It's beautiful. We can't thank you enough. Love yous and peace.
Peace out, people.